Everybody knows something. I feel that all eyes are on us. If boss man eyes is on us, then so's everybody else. Because everybody want to know why you watching them all the time, right?
Right.
And then they start listening to us. And I believe that people are developing a firm trust in us. I mean, grown people, not people like, no, grown people. I mean, like the real mature.
Yep.
Because you got to remember the level we're on.
Right.
We're at the top of the level, like with all of the top statesmen. We're flying with them. No, we're not, just because we're sitting there, that don't have nothing to do with it. When Mandela came out of prison, he came out on the top of the line. Although he was in prison 27 years, right? If everything that's been happening to us, we are learning from it. So we keep going up the ladder all the time. In other words, we're moving, we're growing, we're evolving right now. The lectures that we're giving are evolving.
Yeah.
They're evolving, they're getting higher and higher, and so let's see. So I believe our mission will be just like what we think it is, a big mission to help humanity. It's a humanitarian mission. And we had to get to this point. Because you start off, you say you want to help everybody, but you really want to help first black people, because that's where you started, and then struggling peoples, and then eventually everybody. I'm proud of our evolution, that when we go to those demonstrations, we'd say 25% of these people is our people, or good people, and that's the ones, and we like them. They don't have to have no whole lot of sense to be, they have to be, you remember, the people are easy to mislead. That's why the government can do all of this stuff. Oh, you're anti-Zionist, or anti-Jewish. You didn't believe in the Holocaust. I ain't saying nothing about no damn Holocaust. I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, you gotta watch your mouth. Wash your mouth out with soap. And then, they can't get us like that. Okay. With this black on black crime, the mayors don't get it. They may have forgotten. They may never have even believed. I don't know. They may not have just believed that the white man just put drugs. They may not even believe it. It's not on our business. We know it's a reality. So I'm trying to put it this way. We are evolving at the rate to keep us with and out in front of the process. So we grow bigger every day. Okay, with the people, the government takes such rotten advantage of the people. But see, with them being surrounded by China, and they're trying to make China bad, pretty soon the people will realize that, hey, maybe you did this,
right?
Yeah. And just like weapons of mass destruction. Oh, so you just invaded Iraq and lied on them. Okay. All right. So you invented the Taliban. Oh, you invented Daesh. You in Saudi Arabia. So all of that is coming back around. Let me move toward a close. So we're a poster child for injustice. taxes, all the stuff they did, doing the other people been doing, they've done it to us in spades. Okay. I have down here semi-radio silence, but we may alter it a little bit. Semi-radio silence, you know, when you're in the war, they have radio silence.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a long time ago. That mean, the way I mean it is like we have psychological guerrilla warfare. We have things that we say and do, and we twist a little bit of it to mean this, and but it's all the truth at the same time. So we're going into a upgrade of, a kind of an upgrade of the dialogue, because everything that we're talking about is getting close. It's not off into the, technically it's now. It is now. You know, the virus is now. The people are dying now. The plague is here now. You know, Donald Trump is a plague himself.
For real, yeah.
He is a plague.
Yeah, I remember your commentary about Babylon and all the plagues that would be coming up against it, or coming up on it. I remember in that that lecture you gave, I'm thinking about, and I think that was before COVID-19, if I remember correctly.
Well, originally, yeah, it was before, because I made some way back. That's
talking
the
about
one
recent.
I just made the other day.
Recent.
Babylon the Great, I make it every, I did one about 3 years ago, and I did one 5 years ago. I've been doing them. That's a theme.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've did it many times. Okay, but the plagues, when the people are called to come out of Babylon, come out of her, and don't partake in her sins and her debauchery and what have you. I mentioned the drug war already. The depths of injustice that they're doing on black people because they can get away with it. This is just the time when they should be bringing black people close to, they should be sharing. Their line should be, we are all Americans. Then they could have a chance to come back. But they're preparing all Americans to be against them. Yeah, and this is not way off. And remember, the money, the stuff that it takes to destroy a system just when they need them. It's when everybody's going to pull their thing. And remember, Russia and China are friends. They got stuff that they equal to, or they're technically better than the Americans now. Because all their ambassadors are seasoned, highly educated.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they're not, this is my friend, you know.
Yeah, they don't do
They don't, it's merit, you get to merit. One Chinese lady was saying, she was big in something. She said, well, I was second in my class, that's why I'm this big guy. She said, but the first in my class, that's what they take, the first. She's a big Chinese woman, doing something.
Yeah.
Because they go by merit.
Right, yeah.
They don't go by like, this is my homeboy, but they go in by merit. And when you go in by merit, that means you set the criteria for what merit is, and then if you do that generally.
That's deep because, hearing that comment about that Chinese lady and they took the person with the high scores and stuff, to this day in school, we get taught it's not what you know, it's who you know. To this day.
Of course.
That's what we get taught, yeah.
And it's true.
It is true.
It's true. You know, if you go to one of the big schools and you get to meet all the kids that are, well, they're gonna make all them kids big so-and-so. Right? Yeah. So, hey, and if you're smart, you'll run the track with them, you'll be right next to them. Because, hey, when they need somebody, they're going to call, hey, why don't you come on over? And that's what they do.
Right.
Okay, it ain't, this guy is super smart over here. Yeah, some of them, he's a great, knowledgeable person, but he's not my friend. Okay. The point about the system will need people to, okay, if the people will sell out to America, and they done enslaved them and all that, they'll sell out to anybody. So the people here, they're gonna sell out to Chinamen, anybody else. Right. And it ain't nothing wrong, everybody's selling them out. Yeah. They're just doing, hey, you gonna give me a break? Good. Okay. Just when they need them. Okay. It's not that we're damn fools. But that America the good, that's our mission, no matter what happens. Just remember that, no matter what happens, they're around America the good. Because the people didn't do nothing to get this.
This is true. Yeah.
No, the white kids don't know that. Hell, they didn't even know that they put niggas in jail every other week, right? Yeah. There, I was listening to them. They really do that to you guys? They ain't never seen it. Yeah. Would you have ever believed half of the stuff that goes on here before you got here?
No, I remember sitting in class. I'm sitting there, okay, it sounds a little bit out there. You know, the first
right,
time,
of course.
You know, it
right.
sounds out there.
It's out. It seems like, but it's technically it's normal for what they do.
I understand that now. Yeah.
And now, remember now,
yeah, I understand.
What we're shooting for is abnormal.
Right.
We're shooting for America the good. We're shooting for good, doing doing right, doing justice, no matter how they treat it. You can't. That's not normal.
Right. That's bizarro world. Right?
It's not normal. Now we know it's not normal, but you got to remember, that's our mission.
Right.
That's why we're here. That's why everything. That's why I don't know how to say it. Can you imagine you're alive and you ain't worried about nothing? I don't care. Because if for yourself, but only good you don't need anything yourself. But everything is for everybody else. Now, I've been like that most of the time, but this is a really improved model. Where that was 20% of your character before. Now it's way up there in the 80s and 90s that I don't want anything. You have to be that way. With all these big stakes going, with everybody now wanna, hey, can't you just shade it a little this way? You just have to say to everybody, hey, I'm sorry, this is what we're gonna do, because this is the right thing to do. That's what it's gonna take to put the balance back in the earth. Yeah, and I think it'll be big time. Before I reach 100, I believe we'll have a good smell of this within the next 5 and 10 years, and by the time I'm 90 years old, of course, if I make it. And I technically don't care. It's not that I don't care. I think I will. I don't mind getting to be 90 or 100. But, hey, man, I don't know how to put it, except contentment. Now, I believe that comes from a lot of work too. I don't think that people can just pop up and be contented. I don't think so, because I think it's too many things pulling. I think it takes a long time and a lot of work. And the more you put into it, the higher the level of contentment, because that's low level contentment, medium level, high level, you know. But anyway, in this mission for America, America the good. And it's our choice. See, it's our choice. We got a choice of what we can do. We got a choice. I could have took the buyout a long time ago and be a multi-millionaire. Any amount of money that you could, you know, because remember, I was rolling along already 50 years ago, just had everything that they talk about then. And that's when you're young. Okay. That's our mission. I believe that's our mission and that's our goal. Are there any questions, anything came up that people want?
A couple of the brothers gave the salams. When you were talking about how, you know, black people are, they overpay taxes and they're underserved, someone has said, Assalamu alaikum, or a sister chimed in and said, Assalamu alaikum, overpaying the raggedy SHIT STEM. You know, like that's called system,
Right.
SHIT STEM.
Yeah.
So that was the comment someone put. But that was it. No one asked any questions today.
Okay.
But I guess concerning the assassination of George Floyd, like based off your analysis, so it's staged. It was set up there for a purpose.
Yes.
But like, what possible purpose could the white man have hoped to achieve for his own self-interest by putting that execution on display? Like, what could he possibly have hoped to?
Remember, you got steam and everything, and you bottle it up.
Yeah.
And if you're smart, you let it out. Okay.
Okay.
So you produce that environment. Remember, you got to remember, all of the stuff that happened here, he controls it.
Right.
He controls the radio stations. He controls the TV. You can see what's been happened. He got a lot of power.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore, they would select him and have him do that in front of everybody.
Okay.
Because the people will rise up.
Right.
They want them to rise up.
Right.
They're not rising up because of this, they want to rise up. They're told to rise up.
Yeah.
Remember, every time we went down there, we're just checking everything out. And nobody trying to do nothing. I want y'all, me too, out of hell, can't nobody me too. There's something to do, right? There's just something to do. Okay, but so we're watching, and we're analyzing all the time. Why would they do that? They would do it because, like the women's demonstration, Black Lives Matter, what was it, Million Man, all that stuff. They control it.
Right.
In all of it, you have a big turnout, but you don't get nothing.
Right. Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about all the people that come out. What has been the response from all the people that came out? Go back 2 weeks ago, everybody was everywhere, right? Now, everybody's gone.
Right.
And now the media is back with their narrative.
Their narrative.
You gotta follow them.
Yeah.
False narrative, that's what the whole talk is about. The narrative that they're giving now, and they have the ability to give that because they brought everybody out. Shaping and herding, we call it.
Yeah.
You shape people's behavior and you herd them where you want them to go. That killing in Atlanta, the white lady that burned down the Wendy's,
Yeah.
remember they was talking about her.
Right. Yeah, I looked into that. Yeah.
Yeah, they was talking about her. Why was the police and the Negro that they killed talking about her? What connection did him and her have? Okay, you know, one thing about it, she burned down the Wendy's. Nobody black had anything to do with it, right?
Right.
Okay. Here's the thing for sure. They engineered the killing. They developed it. We're all concerned. This is terrible. 24 news cycle. Don't nobody remember. Almost. Just 1 week ago. They don't remember. They remember, but now we're somewhere else.
Right.
We're back to the coronavirus. We're somewhere else. They did it on purpose so that they could bring the people are building up a little steam.
Right.
So they do something to make you blow off steam, but it's dissipated. It's not like a steam engine on a train where you regulate it and it drives a train somewhere. That's why we was telling the people where you gonna go with all the people you got. Why are you here? What are you gonna, remember the questions we asked?
Yes.
Every time, simple. Why are we here? Where do we want to go? How do we want to get there? What type of opposition are we going to face? Well, they're going to like it, they're not going to like it. What, right? That's why they would do that. And they have done it. They did just what we said they would do. Our analysts, they did it. They got everybody out, ran it around the block a few times.
Yeah.
Right? Got a little sunshine, a little fresh air, and now they back whatever they're doing. But they're not focused on anything. Who's now being focused on? The mayors, the other people. And they don't mention anything about how it got like that. They ask them, look at your city, they're killing babies. The people, the mayors are too cowardly to say, I believe y'all setting this stuff out. They won't say it, we will. They don't even say drugs is what caused us to be like this. Right? They don't say it, but that's what got all the killing in the black community. Okay. So they arranged it. That's why the talk today was false narrative. The narrative that they're giving everything is a false narrative. It's an arranged narrative, and they've been had it arranged for a long time. But remember, we said they were only 70% successful. Remember that?
Yeah.
That means they did that. But look what they lost.
Yeah.
They've broken the hearts of people again.